What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. And today, as you guys seen in the last video, we are going to be working on the new race car you guys seen in the previous video. But first, just want to show you guys, went to Harbor Freight, picked up the new engine stand, 60 freaking bucks, not bad at all. But we needed that because the engine we've got there is soon to be put on that stand, so we can get on summit.com, start ordering some parts for that bad boy, start getting that motor assembled once we get it back from the machine shop and all that. But for now, we're gonna hop right on over to the race car and start tearing it down. And like I said previously, we're gonna start ripping the body off of this thing, and I'm not gonna set the GoPro up for it because, like I said, all I'm doing is just drilling rivets like crazy. I mean, like you can see here, there's just that's pretty much it. All holds these bodies together is just a bunch of rivets. So I'm gonna get busy drilling all these out, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna take the windshield out just yet. However, now that I'm looking at it, I might go ahead and start doing that because, like I said, I want to get probably the whole roof off of here because I want to paint the cage and strengthen up some of this tubing like we talked about in the previous videos. So, like I said, we're just gonna hop right into that. So let's go. All right, you guys, sorry for the crazy hair here. I took my hat off while we were doing this, but anyway, we've started drilling out all the pop rivets to pull the front clip and the doors off and everything. And I got the windshield out, as y'all could see, but I didn't bring that many tools with me today because I didn't really know what it was going to take. I really was just going to go crazy drilling the rivets out. But as I'm kind of getting into it a little bit more here, I haven't decided like how I want to take the whole quarter panel and everything apart, because whoever put it together before has kind of put it all together with Bondo and fiberglass and stuff. So it's just something that I kind of got to think about, which, well, you guys will see in probably the next clip. But we're pretty much going to call it quits for today, but we are going to cut the roof off real quick because we can see right where they've had it apart before. That's got to come off anyway, so we can fix the roll cage, what we want to do on that, and get it repainted and all that type of stuff. But for now, we're going to stop on the front clip until tomorrow, which you guys will see in a couple seconds. But for now, we're going to go ahead and cut this roof off real quick. I can smell all the Bondo they've got in here. Oh my gosh. Look how much Bondo is in there. Oh my gosh, look how thick that is. That's crazy. I knew there was a lot, but oh my gosh. Set it down. Good? Alright, that'll work. Oh boy, it looks like a race car. It's probably be a little lighter for buildable Bondo.
It's heavy, for sure.
Alrighty, y'all, it is the next day and we are back working on the race car. As y'all seen last night, we got the roof cut off, and the objective for today is Holly's starting to cut all these pads off of all this stuff, because like I said, we're going to be fixing some of these welds and painting this whole thing. So we're getting rid of all that old pull needle, and the objective today is finish getting the front clip off and the doors and maybe the quarter panels, but mainly the front end and the doors. So we're gonna set you up on time lapse here, and we are gonna get moving on this thing. quick update. We got this fender off, and we've got this running panel down, or bumper bar, whatever you want to call it, all unbolted. So I got to pull that off, and that will allow me to pull that fender, and then we can start on these doors. So let's do it. Oh, heads. That's got to be good luck, eh? Another thing, since I'm here, I kind of want to mention this. Most of these race cars, I've seen it a lot more on, if you guys know what a late model looks like. I've seen it a lot more where they've got like a notch out of the body with like a block or something welded to the frame, so you quickly know where to jack up and lift, you know, the front and the rear of the car at the same time if you need to take a quick pit, or just easier to jack it right up so you can change tires or whatever you need to do. So that's something we're going to add to this car. Light here. I had to put my gloves on for this, but as you can tell, there's just so much. There's a bunch of rivets under here I couldn't see because they're all covered with Bondo, so it was sort of hard to figure out how I was going to get the whole quarter, or well, because the doors, they've got these welded all the way down together, so I'm going to take them off as one piece. As you can tell, just got one weld up there to get, but like I said, all these rivets were covered with Bondo, so I couldn't see any of them. So I just kind of had to feel up underneath and start drilling in random places, hoping I'd hit them. Got it, just had to crank it together. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these carriage bolts out here for this brace. I was gonna take it off like they've got here, but it's all one piece still, so I'd like to keep it that way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unbolt it the right way and pull it off as one piece. So let's do it. Ready? That's it. Alright, you can let go. Well, you better hold it. Steady it. I forgot it was all to get it. I exposed it. Same here. Man, what do y'all think about this? It is torn down from the last video. But it's good to know that it wasn't too hard to tear apart, mainly just finding a bunch of rivets under the Bondo. So that's good because going back together should be just as easy. But I will say I'm gonna do my best to get rid of most of the Bondo and fiberglass they've put in here, and just some of this sheet metal work I wanna clean up a little bit. It's not going to be the nicest car. I mean, the floor pans are all pieced together. Y'all will see that once we really start tearing into that, but nice. Alrighty, y'all, so that's gonna pretty much do it for this video. I'm turning the light here so you guys can see, but whoever put the car together first, as you can tell on that side, the door bars kind of bubble out, so they had to actually cut the whole quarter out to get that all welded in safely, which the welds are very nasty. I still want to grind those off and clean them, but this side, as you can tell, has never been cut, never apart, and you can tell that they didn't really weld these seams down. Don't you guys around here back in here, which I can get in here with the welder, so no big deal. I think that was mud out here, but pretty much I just wanted to mention, like, I'm not going to be pulling this side off because there's not much altering that I really need to do to this side or really want to, other than mainly cutting this bar out here, which is nothing but cutting it there. It runs straight through but rear firewall straight down to here, which I'll have to cut that, but no big deal, and cut that off there because this is pretty small, which, like I said, it's stout, it will work, but it's one of those things that I have time that I've decided I want to do, switch it to whatever this standard, you know, roll cage is, but I want to switch those to that just for personal preference, I guess, as I mentioned in the previous video. But also on that side it looks pretty nasty, but I'm going to cut those out. Obviously it's got to be cut out to fit bigger pipe, and I'll clean that up a little bit. Car's not going to be the cleanest, but then again, I don't really care for it to be because it's going to get banged up. It's going to be my first season in a rear wheel drive 8-cylinder car, so we're not going to go too crazy on it, but I just wanted to stop there and mention I'm not going to be pulling this side, not much to do. So I started digging into it and drilling all the rivets out and realized I had to cut all that out, and it's just not worth it. So I'm going to close that video out right here, guys, and yeah, just stay tuned for this build.